What's up, everybody? We're getting ready to install these fans. Just got to put my glove on. And I don't think it matters which way we're going to install them right now, because we're just testing, like, to see if we're just making sure all the parts work, and I reinstall them later. Like, ideally, you put them right. I would put them right the first time to reduce the amount of work that I have, but I don't know if it's that big of a deal right now. I'm just trying to make sure all the parts work so that I know what I'm returning and what I'm not returning. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting started here in a minute. I am just going to post something in chat. Yeah, all right, that's good. Cool. All right, I think we're ready to go. So here I have the fan. I have one fan. It's a two-fan situation, and I don't know. Here's what I really don't know is correct. Like, this will be like that. So to have it facing out the back of the case, the fans will go in this way, but I don't know. There's three places where I could put them, I think. And so I don't know whether to put them there and there or there and there. So that is what we're deciding. That is the decision, team. Any opinions? Should we install it on the back or the front? This is the back. This is the front. We're going to do one in the middle either way. No, if you have any opinion. I think right now I'm leaning towards the back just because that seems right. Like, putting it right above RAM doesn't seem right. It seems right more like in terms of thermal efficiency to me, but I don't know. Just watching online, when I don't know what I'm doing, it's like sometimes it's nice just to watch other people and see what they do, and they do it that other way. All right, so this is going like this. So I think, hi, STL, the back. Yeah, okay, cool. Is this just like sitting here? Okay, no, I guess I push that through. All right, so you can push it through. It's like a minor amount of resistance. And I'll do the one on the bottom as well. Are you building a PC? Desi? Yeah, I am building a PC. This is the first PC I've ever built. I think, unless I messed around this stuff as a kid, but I don't. I probably messed around, took stuff apart, but I don't know about actually building stuff. I don't think I've ever built before. So this fan wire, I guess it has its housing. I guess I just leave that there. I mean, I don't know, whatever. It's good to look at stuff, I think, sometimes, and just see, just looking at parts for a while, I end up learning things. I don't know whether to put it on the front or the back or the middle first. We're just going to do the middle. And if you saw, cool, I built mine a while ago. What you got? What you got? Well, so this is a video series. So there's a bunch of videos before this one. There's a playlist. So you can kind of see everything I have there, but I have like it really feels like I'm pulling, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, I mean it clips fine. I don't get this stuff in yet. Yeah, so I have like Asus Tough Gaming, P550 plus Wi-Fi 2, Ryzen Pro. What GPU I got? It's an older GPU. It's like this is like $18 right now on Amazon. It's the NVIDIA Quadro P400. It has 2 GB of VRAM. Yeah, I just spent GPUs are like easy to replace in terms of like it's the easiest thing to install, and so what do you mean of DAME? What did I just do with that? Did I do anything? Okay, no. Yeah, I think GPUs like I don't know if I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how much power I need. I've never had a dedicated GPU before, and so um, I was just like, I'm gonna get one that's like it cost me $25, I think, and I was like, that's fine because this was originally going to be a much more budget build, like, and then I ended up, I don't know, prices like looked good. I was like, if I'm gonna go to all this trouble, I should build something that like if it doesn't sell, I'll be able to like use it in a way that I want to use it. I don't really know, like, maybe I justified it or whatever, but it was like going to be $100 or $200 more to like really make it much better. Um, hmm. I just put this on the wrong way. Yeah, I put the clips on the wrong way. Um, so, yeah, so I was like, okay, I use the GPU really easily when I want a better GPU, which might be right away. I was looking at the WX 4100 because that one's apparently good for my purposes, I think, but I don't know. It's hard to figure this stuff out because it's like if you're gonna put this needs to go forward like that. Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna put Linux on a computer, it's like a lot. The examples that I have, the person's computer who I was basing this off of, like they run Windows, and like I don't, if the buyer of a computer wants Windows on it, like that shouldn't be a problem. Like I don't, like, but I have no interest in Windows personally. Um, so, does this go? I don't know if this should go like this or the other way. If this which side of the metal thing the cord should go on, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Um, anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of uncharted territory. There's not a lot of great documentation on like um, on people doing robotics builds for little clearance above the heatsink here. Yeah, there's not a lot of documentation for people doing Linux-based computer is that for doing like CAD work and robotics work, which is part of why I decided to make all these videos and do all these live streams. Because I was like, it's kind of just like if the thing is missing, it's like create the thing that you wanted to exist type thing. Okay, the fans are on. Huh. So I wasn't thinking about the chords when I was doing this to make sure they're in the right spot. I may have to reorient this fan once more. Uh, like talking, not talking. But let's see. Let's see if we can just get it tested. I don't know where these plug in on this motherboard. So CPU fan, CPU op, OPT. I don't really know. RGB header. Those say it next to it, but it doesn't say it like right in front. And I guess that's just because there's no place to write that. But I kind of wish that it said, that says CHA fan AIO pump. We may be about to go to some documentation here to see what's going on, where to put stuff. But yeah, these two, this plugs into this, and then the other one plugs into the other side, right? It's a splitter or a combiner or whatever. I kind of don't want to plug it in because I know like once I plug it in, it's going to be, sometimes this stuff can be a pain to get out, yeah, but that does fit there, so. Well, this is kind of odd. There's no pin in one of them. Sometimes the pins are on purpose, but I'm a little confused because if these are the same model fan, why is there a pin missing on one of them, right? Like these fans are the same. So frustrating. All this shit should be explained. Excuse my language. Oof. I do not mean to cuss on these streams. I think that's the first time I've slipped up. If there's anything wrong with cussing, it is appropriate sometimes, but it's appropriate when it's appropriate, I suppose. All right, we're about to look some stuff up. So, yeah. What are we doing here? Okay. We're going to look up Asus Tough Gaming CPU Tough Gaming manual. B550 plus Wi-Fi 2 manual. Kind of in a bouncy mood right now. Like you know, I'm just like, I'm not thinking too hard right now. I think I just felt like getting this done. Or like at least trying to get it done. Anytime there's ambiguity, it slows me down so much. Which is kind of good. Like, it's like there's so much room for the world of PC building. Okay. Oh, you guys can't really see that, can you? Is that better? I know you can't see perfectly, but you kind of get the gist of what's going on. I could zoom in more. I just like don't know what we're gonna end up doing or where I'll be on the screen here. Connectors and shared bandwidth. All right, so everything. This is just a schematic or whatever of the motherboard that we're installing on, and so I'm just looking to see where the fans plug in. CPU fan out, or CPU out. So that's the thing, is I don't know which one's in and which one's out. I wonder if the CE, can y'all see that? Oh, you can't see that side of the screen. So yeah, it says right over there to the right, top right. Right here. The one on the left says CPU fan. The one on the right says CPU fan out. So I imagine actually the splitters, I don't know, one with the one with the missing little metal thing, I imagine that gets plugged into the CPU out part. But we're reading. Yeah, this is what we're reading this right now, fan wiring. This is the Peerless Assassin directions that came with it. Insert 4-pin PWM header in CPU fan socket on motherboard. It shows one has 3 pins. See, the one on the left has 3 pins and the one on the right has 4. But my motherboard doesn't look like that. Like on my motherboard, there's 4 pins. So on both things. So we're going to be figuring it out. Insert 4-pin PWM. What is PWM? Fan and CPU fan socket on motherboard. Use Y cablet to sync fan speed for dual fan setup. Y cablet? I mean, okay. Sure. I guess that's what you can call that. So the Y cablet that it's referring to, I think, is this thing that I was the splitter. For fans with ARGB lighting, to control the ARGB lighting. All right, I'm going to check. I'm just checking chat now and again to make sure y'all aren't asking questions. Close that and that. Feel free to interrupt with questions. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure. I was the other day and I just like totally forgot. A couple of people said hey, and I was just like not paying attention. So I'm going to try and keep y'all in the corner of the screen there. So the one without the one, it's pointing one with 3 pins. See right here, it's pointing. It's pointing to the 3 pins down here that says ARGB lighting socket. ARGB lighting socket, right? Pins, RGB lighting. There is nothing like that on my motherboard. I guess there is. It's on the other side, maybe, or no. I'm pretty confident that I just saw that. I saw something that said RGB, but I don't know. I don't see it now. But the things that I do see all have 4 pins coming up. So these are not. This is not the ARGB fan, if I remember correctly. So for fans with ARGB lighting, to control the ARGB lighting, connect ARGB lighting header, 3-pin plus 5-volt motherboard ARGB socket ARGB lighting. Controller lighting effects can be synced by connecting fan lighting headers with each other. Can be synced. It can be synced. Yeah, okay, so this, I'm not really getting anything from this. There's a really long tutorial that I watched that might show, kind of, and I'm wondering if I want to go back to that tutorial. Do I want to go back to that tutorial? What's the move, team? How do we figure this out? All right, I think we're gonna let's see if that exact thing exists. Whoa. Okay, YouTube. Do another YouTube. And we will boom, 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 boom. Installing Peerless Assassin 120 SC V3 on Asus Tough Gaming B550 plus Wi-Fi 2. See if that what pops up with that. How to install Thermalright Peerless Assassin cooler. I've watched this one. I wonder if it's. Ooh, I don't have sound right now over here, do I? I'm deciding if I want to use headphones for the sound or if I want to install the what do you how much are we in a stream? Should I set up the sound over here or should I just plug in some headphones real quick? The headphones would be a second, the speakers would be a couple minutes. I'm seeing no input in chat. So I think I'm just going to plug in headphones for now. But I will listen to the person in chat if there's a person in chat who has an opinion. Are my headphones already plugged in? Looks like they might be. They are. Total chaos on my desk right now. Okay. Oh. I wonder if y'all be able to hear this or if it'll be weird. Okay. Oh, interesting. Kill the sound. I think he just said he's doing it for an AM4 socket. We're on Northern Viking every day. That's the YouTube channel we're on. How to install Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120 SC CPU cooler. So right now he's just installing the CPU. We're just trying to skip to, and he uses the Intel brackets. I have no idea why, and I don't think we're gonna find out. Oh, nope, okay. He put on the AMD ones. He puts on the thermal paste. He puts on the thing, the heatsink. This does look like my motherboard. Yeah, and in the description, it is listed right here. So it's got the same motherboard and the same, maybe an earlier version with the same fans as me. So we're going to listen to what we have here at timestamp 551. Oh. Skipping around here, trying to find what. Yeah, he was doing what I elected to do, which was to make sure that I was orienting the fans well. He's like, look at where he would be plugging them in first. It's the right move. What I don't understand is like the fans, like it's I was pointing out earlier in the stream. It's like, oh, maybe the plugs are the same. I'm sorry, I'm just okay. No, the fans are symmetrical. This cable, this is what is not symmetrical. So this is what I have to figure out which to plug in, which to Plug in where? Oh. What? Why is this beeping at me? Sorry, yes. Sorry, give me a minute here. I'm reorienting. Okay. Sorry, I was reorienting. Can everyone still hear me? I hope you can hear. Oh, right. I need the headphone to hear what's going on. No. Come on, man. So they put the fan on the other side. So that's kind of annoying. There's no clearance too. Like there's a little clearance, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. So this dude didn't like. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, why would it matter if it's? Well, now that I'm thinking about it, it shouldn't. Oh, hello. My microphone setup is doing weird stuff over here. So yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. All right, so here's the Y thing. Yeah, I don't like we're going over like that, so I am gonna adjust this back fan. I think I like cut myself a little bit on this. It's kind of sharp. Come on. For something to ground myself. Oh, y'all can't really see, huh? Um, sorry, I'm like just messing around with stuff here. Yeah, this is sharp. The just trying to unclip this. Got it. Okay, it was easier to do from the other side. All right, so the other fan, I got lucky, or I was paying attention or something. That one worked. This one should go like this. Oh, great. Okay, I won't have to move anything else. This way is actually covering the heatsink. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I think I am going to end up watching like a maximizing airflow video. Yeah. I guess it's, I don't know, it kind of makes, there's fans on the front of the thing, so the front of the PC case. I was trying to understand like radiators work, because I was like, water cooling seems a bit nutty to me at present, but okay. Let's see. Let's just. I thought I was just orienting. So for that, I was just orienting these cords on the bottom. So you can see here, both coming out of the bottom of these CPU fans. So that I sort of have maximum play, right, with these cords, and I can always like zip tie them together or whatever, but it's like, I don't know, I tend towards thinking like you want maximum play. And then, you know, after you get maximum play, meaning like board should be the closest to where they're going as possible. That's my intuition. And now, so okay, so just this is what I'm talking about. See, this one only has 3 pins, and that was kind of hard to see. I had it a second ago. It was easier to see. Where is, okay. All right, I'm gonna give us some light. So you see this one on the splitter only has 3 pins. This one has 4 pins. This other one has 4. So, and then this one, and this is the female cable. This other part. So I'm not sure, like, I don't, it's just, that seems broken to me. That doesn't, I don't know what I'm doing though. So like, that's fine. You know, maybe it's not. Maybe that's how it's supposed to go. And then these, I'm just confirming these are symmetrical. These are symmetrical. So I don't know if there's a manufacturing thing or what. I'm just going to plug it in and see if it works. I'm going to see if both fans spin. I'm trying to remember to check that. And then, all right, so now I'm plugging it into CPU fan, CPU out. One's in, out, I guess. I don't really know why. Like, I mean, it's compatible. Do I need an out cable? I don't know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So down here, says right there, it says CPU fan, CPU underscore fan, CPU underscore OPT. I guess it's not out. Optional, you know, control. Maybe one of them's for control. One of them's like a controller switch, and the other one's for power. I don't know. I am just going to plug it in that says CPU fan, which I think would be this one, the top one, because it is, you know, that one's further away and then this one's further away. So I think it would line up like that. That is logical to me. I don't know what that pin is. It's also possible these are both for CPU fins. And then this one is for the RGB or whatever. I'm gonna check this thing again. We're gonna listen to this video again because he's using the same thing as me. Let's see. I'm not that annoyed. I'm just kind of annoyed. Okay, so which one's he plugging into? Yeah, he's plugging into the one that I said, the CPU thing. What I want to check is like if dude, I'll check comments real quick. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing pops to the comments to me, like a very quick glance. But what I wish, like if this was part of a series, I want to check like later video. Like if there's a later video that was like, actually, you don't use the splitter, you use the splitter and you just plug each of those fans into each of the separate little thing there. But apparently power pulls. So if power pulls, for some reason that makes me worry less. I don't have the capacity to think about or describe that right now, but like if power is being pulled rather than pushed, it's like nothing's gonna get fried is kind of my, or things are less likely to get fried, or I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but all right, it's no good. Just finding something metal to touch. We're about to plug this in, and then I think we are about to either test the motherboard or plug in the SSD. Any opinions, people, watchers, people tuning in? Do you have any opinions? Should we test the motherboard first, or should we try and install an SSD? Just making sure this is I don't know if you can see. There's these two little edges. You just have to make sure that it's oriented correctly. So for this one, I think the flat side, the side without the edges, goes facing towards the motherboard. Right? Let's see. That plugged in. We have a lot of space with these cords, so. All right, are we testing the motherboard, or are we going over here and installing SSD? I kind of want to see what they do with the SSD. PCIe 1, it's 4. I'm just gonna, we're back here at the, I can't see, let's see. We're back here at the motherboard directions. Just trying to see. I'm trying to see which PCIe I should use first. M.2 socket 3. So this, it's number 5, if I remember right. I read all this like earlier, and I'm just sort of back. Number 5, or sorry, number 6, between these two circles, I think this is where the SSD goes. Oh, right, these screws are different sizes too, I think. I had to buy because it didn't come with the right one. So maybe I'll do this later today. I don't know. We'll see. And then this side is, I'm trying to decide where to put the SSD because there's two separate like places I can put it. There's two separate slots. I think I do the one closest to the CPU, if I remember correctly, but I'm not actually sure. So, all right, where's 6? We'll read 2 slots. The M.2 slots allow you to install M.2 devices such as M.2 SSD modules. For blah, blah, M.2, 1 slot supports PCI E4 and foremost, blah, 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 for... Okay, so one of them supports PCI 3.0 and the other one supports 4.0. I don't remember which one right now. For AMD B550 chipset? Oh, okay. Well, sorry, it says here. I'm just skimming through stuff fast. For AMD Ryzen 5000G series, for 5000 series, 3000 series desktop processors, this M.2 slot supports 4.4 times 4 mode. Sorry, the M.2-1 slot supports. Can you see this? Okay, you can. Zoodle. Huh. Can't focus. And then it says AMD Ryzen 5000G series. G series. I think G stands for integrated graphics, if I remember right. That slot supports PCIe 3.0 4 mode. So, and these type of storage devices. So, okay, so I need to look up my storage device. I guess I can look that up right now. I have it. Yeah, I'm just gonna read the storage device. Just gotta get out of this packet. This stuff seems so simple and straightforward, like sometimes when I read it, and other times I'm just like, my brain just like, I feel it's just scrambled. I'm like, maybe that has, oftentimes it just has to do more with me and like what else I got going on, what else I've been up to, but it is, frustrating isn't the right word, but it does require patience and like knowing when I can't or when I should be working on something, which, you know, it often comes pretty quick, and it's like, big fan of working in shorter periods of time. This SSD is so dense. Interesting. That feels thicker. Do I take the sticker off the SSD? All right, so this has a part number. What am I looking for? 2242. All right, so I'm looking for 4 numeric digits on this SSD. I can show you this side, I guess. Well, I'll just show you. So this is what we're looking at here. You know, this is the size of it. It's very small. My thumb's covering a lot of it. But it's this very small thing. And the other side has a sticker. I feel like I should take the sticker off, but the sticker is what says all the information. So 0025. All right, that's the start. No, okay, so 4 numeric, and they start with 2s. 2538. Maybe that's 2538. I have nothing that says 253 on here. So either this is unsupported or I'm just reading some random number. I'm reading the, on the SSD, I'm reading the EUI No, is that not? All right, I think it's time to call it. Gotta let my brain rest and come back to it. I don't think I'm gonna test this right now on this stream this moment, but I may test it later without bringing the SSD in. We'll see. I am just going to take a break. Thanks for watching the stream. You should go check out the other videos if you haven't seen them yet. I have so few viewers right now. It's like when there's people still here, I hang out, but you know, it often feels like a waste of time. I guess. Oh, what else could I look at with the SSD install? I give it a few more minutes. Just quick. So that's number 6. Yeah, okay. So that was number 6 we were looking at. Where's the other PCIe? Oh, PCIe 16. So, PCIe 16 is... that's where the graphics card goes. So you can put in 2 graphics cards. Maybe I don't have 2 This is the other SSD slot, right? I think it's these little square... Where's my... Sorry, I'm trying to look at to see if you can see. Yeah, this little square thing right here. So this is where it would plug in, and then that is where another one would plug in. Let's see what it says written on there. Yeah, it says M.2 socket 3, M.2 socket T3. No, sorry, M.2 socket 3. Oh, M.2 underscore 1 socket 3. And I'm going to assume the M.2 underscore 2 socket 3. Yeah, so where's that thing I was reading? All I have to do is look this thing up. The problem is I can't easily look it up while I'm on the stream. I have to make you guys wait. Unless I wrote it down. Unless I wrote the part down. I'm just going to see if I can do it from memory. And we'll do Amazon.com. And we will do Samsung 250 GB SSD. It's 980 something, right? Ugh. Is it this one? I don't know. Plus. That only has 2 reviews. I don't think I would have bought that one. Let's see. I'm going to look at the actual SSD now, like I was just doing. NVMe, SSD 980, VNAND. VNAND SSD. Samsung VNAND SSD 980. Is there a good place to put this? The PC building community like obsesses so much over graphics cards. I still don't understand why. I guess it's like the component that has the most variance, like that people can notice, but I completely don't understand it. So it does say no. on this. But the manual, like m.2 slot, and this is m.2-1 slot for AMD B550 chipset. M.2 slot supports 3.0 times 4 mode, SATA mode, key design, source ways. So, I think I'm getting too deep into the weeds now. I think I should just put it in the first slot. Maybe I should just ask the chat GPs. Should I put my SSD in M_1 slot or M_2 slot? Decide whether to put your SSD in the M1 or M2 slot. The choice largely depends on your specific mother and usage needs. Generally, the M1 slot is connected directly to UV and offers better performance, especially for high-speed NVMEs. However, the difference in performance between slots is negligible for most users. If your mother was yeah, already decided this. I think I decided M1. Oh, maybe I didn't. Now that I'm thinking back, did I decide M2 because of like the way the thing would break down? Yeah, I don't remember. All right, time to kill the stream then, because I don't remember. I just need to let my brain rest. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, anything else to say? Yeah, send comments. Like, comment if you're watching this after the fact. And I expect to be finishing this series. So keep watching if you're enjoying this build. Let me know what you want to see next. Peace out.